All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the San Francisco 49ers.
Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Able to slither by. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. Give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. It's caught. Nelson. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it with McKinnon. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now McKinnon. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against him either.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Lucky 56.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Simeon. Caught by Nelson left side. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw is Simeon. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points. Didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe Super toe.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I got it. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11. 21. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Simeon. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Simeon now to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Given 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off of play action. Simeon throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Simeon will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break. Simeon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've come to halftime. It's the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Steps away to his left. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now they try the right side here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Rams add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
12. 11. Flag!
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, Defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Now they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And got his man complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Here's Simeon rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They snap it to Simeon. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jayon Brown coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. There, guys. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. A good pickup there, 26 yards. first down. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Wait.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. Check. 11.
Now Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Rams on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll try the air now with Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. This is taken at the 15.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League.